Hello witches, wizards, and muggles. Today we're at Universal Studios, Florida to attempt a challenge. I am going to attempt to do every spell in Diagon Alley here at the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, even the secret hidden ones. This is going to be quite a challenge as the park closes at 5 p.m. and we only have a few hours to do this, but with luck and magic on our sides, we should be able to beat this challenge. So get your spell casting ready and let's go. The first thing we need to do is navigate over to Diagon Alley. So we're gonna head to the back of the park. Now we've made our way to the back of the park and we're heading in to Diagon Alley via a hidden wall. Here we go. Oh, that's a crowd. That is a crowd of muggles. The Wizarding World of Harry Potter opened here at Universal Orlando Resort in 2010. First with Hogsmeade. And speaking of Hogsmeade, we will be visiting that park next to do all the spells in Hogsmeade for our next video in this series. But today we're in Diagon Alley, which opened in 2014. If you read the Daily Prophet, you would know that this area was built on the land that once housed the Jaws ride. I loved the Jaws ride, as did I know many people, but sometimes change has to happen for magic to happen. The first thing you may wish to know is, where can one get a wand? Or where can a wand select you? And that would be at Ollivander's. A few years ago, I took part in the Ollivander's wand experience, and a willow wand selected me. However, that tricky wand, I don't know where it is. I don't want to say I've lost it, but I can't find it. So, I came back recently and purchased the 2020 limited edition wand, and we have this to use today. Here it is, in fact. You can still purchase it. According to the official Wizarding World of Harry Potter map of Diagon Alley, there are 11 official spells in Diagon Alley and 5 official spells in Nocturne Alley. There may be a few secret spells too. We're gonna try to find them. Let's get started. We're going to start with spells 8 and 9. The way that you find spells is by looking for these plaques on the ground. And this spot actually has 2 spells going on in here. So let's see how am I gonna do this. It's a little tough to hold the camera and the wand at the same time, so maybe we can Guardium Leviosa. Oh, perfect. I'm a little rusty, so I wasn't sure it was gonna work. Okay, stay. All right, so the first spell here is Reparo. So you wanna stand on the spot and follow me. You want to imitate the movement on the plaque. Very good. Okay, this might be a little tricky. All right, so Reparo, here we go. Reparo. Very good. All right, next we've got Locomotor Bellows. This is a tricky one. You follow the arrow. Let's see if we can do this. Ooh. Locomotor Bellows. Oh dear. Oh! The next spell here is Aguamenti. And this is like shaped like a fish hook. I feel oh look, something happened already. Okay. Very good, very good. Just to be thorough in our lesson today, other side. I feel like this one just goes off without even saying the spell. Aguamenti. We've done 3 spells so far. Let's see what's next. Here at the Scribulous Writing Implements Shop, we come to possibly the most popular spell in the Harry Potter universe, Guardium Leviosa. Now I'm using it here on my own camera, so let's get that going again. Guardium Leviosa. Okay, very good. It works on my own equipment, but will it work on the quill? I'm a little rusty, so let's try. Guardium Leviosa. Leviosa and Guardium Leviosa. Oh dear. Guardium Leviosa. 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 Click and swish. It worked. Oh, very good. Perfect. Whew, that one, I haven't been to class for quite a while, so a little rusty. Now I do believe there's also a secret spell here, so let's try and see if we can make this work. Rowan gossips, chestnut drones, Ash is stubborn, hazel moans. I said it wrong, so it went away. Protect your privacy with invisible ink. Go figure, it's an advertisement. Well, that's a lot of fun, and the more you do the spell, it says different things, so you can learn more secrets. Oh, secret meeting. Secret society will have a secret meeting at a secret time and place. That's helpful. Besides interactive spells you can do with your wand, there's also just magic kind of happening in many of the store windows with creatures and spells and all sorts of, oh dear, all sorts of magical mayhem going on. Oh dear. Now I believe I know a spot where there may be a secret spell, so come along. Very good, very good. Oh, there we go. Very good, very good. You see, witches and wizards do have a sense of humor. Spell number 5 is actually very tricky to find. It looks like it's over here in this corner. Well, let's try to stay dry while we do this. This one says dark detectors, and there's no wand movement, so... is Silencio, and I have a feeling it has to do with this bird that does not want to silence itself. Let's see if I can... Ready? Very good. Silencio! Silencio! I said Silencio. It worked. Okay, you can sing again though. I'm so sorry. This one actually makes me feel bad. Let's keep going. This is another very popular spell and a tricky one. The way that spells work in the wizarding world of Harry Potter is magic. Well, also, there are sensors. And if you have trouble making a spell work, look out for a little round sensor with red lights on it, and that should help you know where to point your wand. Yeah. This next spell is one of my favorites, Incendio, bringing light into the darkness. Let's give this a try. Incendio! here in the back of Diagon Alley, we may as well make our way into Nocturne Alley. The dark corridors. Wands at the ready. It's a little dark in here, a little hard to see the spells. Let's see if we can get some light on this situation. Incendio! Ah, much better. Locomotor chimney sweep. Locomotor chimney sweep! Oh, look at that! That's really cool. Oh, look at the steam coming up the top. And there he goes. This next spell is an appropriately creepy one for Nocturne Alley, and it's called Moving Skeleton. There's no sort of formation for your wand to go in. That means just point it in the direction and kind of swish it around and hope for the best. Look, I'm moving his arm. He's waving to us. Cool. Bye-bye. Bye. By the way, this one is really tricky. It seems like you should wave it around, but you just need to point it steady. See? And then you can move the skeleton around. So I have to move sort of way down here, but as you can see, I am moving his arm. So that's really cool. This one's called Mimblewimble.
To the country, the place I love so well.
All right, they're already singing, so I'm not sure what's going to happen here, but let's give it a try. Mimblewimble. That's it.
Critics.
It Mimblewimbles them.
This will be more to your liking.
Oh. I Mimblewimbled them.
Oh, daft lighters.
Sorry.
That was my best ditty.
This is the second spell where you silence something that is already singing. So they're singing pretty much the whole time, and then you can make them Mimblewimble.
A muggle complains to a
It's a little bit tricky sometimes. They also tell jokes in between. Sometimes you have to angle yourself and try a few different angles because magic is just tricky like that. So this one took a few. Here we are in Nocturne Alley. So what have we done? We've done Locomotor Chimney Sweep, we've done Moving Skeleton, we've done Mimblewimble. Incendio and Aloha Mora are the ones we're now looking for, and those are kind of like in this back corner. So let's go find those. This one is Incendio. So you move your wand in the shape. So toot, toot, toot. Let's give this one a try. Incendio. Incendio. Sometimes spells are very tricky. You have to try a few times. Sometimes you gotta get a little closer. Incendio. Oh. Oh. Incendio. Oh. Oh, it worked. Oh dear, what's happening? Oh, what is this spell? Looks a little tricky. It's a little advanced level. I've seen other wizards and witches struggling with it. So it looks like the wand movement, you start at the dot and you go all around and down. In every spell, the dot is the starting point, the arrow is the ending point, and there are arrows along the way letting you know which direction to go. So let's give this a try. Locomotor. This is an unlocking and opening spell. Locomotor. So there are also professional wizards in these areas that sometimes help you. So I'm getting a little assistance because I haven't been to class in a long time. Oh!
There you go.
I've done it. I want to try again. I just like to practice, you know, be a good wizard. Oh, that worked. I think we nailed it. We can go ahead and get out of Nocturne Alley now. We did all the spells in there. Nocturne Alley is one of my favorite places here in Diagon Alley. It's so creepy and cool in there, and it makes it even, hush now, it makes it even more fun doing the spells. He just never stops. Now, let's take a look at our map and see how we've done so far and what we have left. I think we're making good progress. Also, how long until the park closes? I don't think it's very long. By the way, if you're wondering where to get this map, it comes with your wand from Ollivanders. All right, let's get a little bit of a figure on what we've done here. We did Alohomora, Incendio, Mimblewimble, Moving Skeleton, Locomotor Chimney Sweep. We did not do Tarantalagra yet. We did Incendio, we did Meteorologix, we did Silencio, we did Dark Detectors. We haven't done Specialis Revello. We did Guardium Leviosa, Reparo, Locomotor Bellows, Aguamendi. I don't think we did Descendo yet though. So we have 3 spells left and 1 hour and 20 minutes until the park closes. I think we got this. I didn't bring my broom today, but they've got some on display in case you're looking. Right next to Butterbeer, right under the Pellywinkle's Plaything sign is the next spell, Tarantalagra. Tarantalagra. Here it is. This one's a fairly easy one. And it's these cool puppets dancing. Pellywinkle's Playthings. Bravo, bravo, very good. All right, next. It looks like it's going to rain soon, so I don't know if I have enough magic to stop the rain, so let's try to get this done. Specialis, Revelio, and this one's quite a configuration, so let's see if we can get that right. Sort of an S and then a twirl at the top. Specialis Revelio. Specialis Revelio. Oh, there it is. There's a lot going on with this one. Constellations appear and lights flicker. Oh, a battle ensues. Wow. It's a whole celestial battle situation. Bring the point of the arrow to what you want, then press the red button firmly once. Observe. The band flies back when your want is known. Oh, fascinating. It's getting closer to 4 p.m. The park closes at 5. There are still a ton of people in Diagon Alley today. It usually tends to be the most crowded area of the park, Some of the spells have lines, so you just wait, let people go, and then you go after them. It goes pretty smoothly and pretty quickly. Some of the spells are more tricky than others, so they take a little bit longer, but it's a lot of fun. You could really spend a long day doing this. All right, this is going to be the last spell of the day, Descendo. We've now done every single spell in Diagon Alley in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter here at Universal Studios Florida. Looks like a pretty easy one. Let's see if I can get a little Guardium Leviosa. Very good. Okay. Now then. Typical Weasley fun. You know Pooh. We did it! All the spells! Woo! That's my dance, I don't know. The shops in Diagon Alley are also so unique, and they sell all sorts of cool merchandise unique to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, and they have all sorts of really cool displays in the windows. We'll definitely come back for another in this series just on the stores. Another thing I really, really love are the murals all over the walls, the paint and the murals and the theming. It's so immersive. Some of them are even faded and time worn. It's so beautifully done. We are now gonna have a little food and drink at Leaky Cauldron. Foodio! I just made that one up. Oh, look at this. Normally there's a big line in here. Thankfully there is not right now. We've still got a nice solid hour of the park being left. Still gotta do all the switchbacks though. Here's the menu. Lots to choose from. Yummy, yum, yum. Maybe a cottage pie? Oh, maybe a fisherman's pie. Cottage, fisherman, to know. Not only am I going to sanitize my hands, but I'm sanitizing my wand too. Gotta keep it sanitary. They've got a nice selection of beers on draft and pumpkin juice. You can get butter beer. You can get all the good stuff here. It is celebration time. The way it works here at Leaky Cauldron is you scan and you mobile order. So let's see, mobile food and drink ordering. Well, I just went into the app. I should have scanned, but anyway, you can do either. Leaky Cauldron. So, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and put in my order. Once you select the option, your order is being prepared and it's brought to your table. Really cool theming in here. You're totally immersed in the Wizarding World. I especially love the high ceilings and the creatures in the posts. There are dragons and horses. They're so beautiful. Here we go. I ordered the beef, lamb, and Guinness stew. It comes in a bread bowl. It looks so hearty. It comes with a salad. It's like pouring out all over the plate. It looks so good. This is a perfect way to celebrate. I cut a piece of the bread off and I get it in there with the potatoes and the beef. It's a really yummy, nice, warming dish. While this does taste very good, I've got to say that the bread-stew ratio, I wish that there was a little bit less bread and a little bit more stew because it feels like it's almost all bread, but it is still really delicious and good, and it's nice that it comes with a salad. That was such a delicious meal. I love the music and theming and ambiance in here. It really gets you in the mood for doing some spells and a lovely way to wrap up our day. Let's go exit by way of Diagon Alley. One of the things that makes walking around and casting spells so much fun, besides the actual spell casting, which is fun in and of itself, is that you walk around to all of these little nooks and crannies and spots that you might not normally stop at and see. And you can like kind of pay attention to more of what's going on because you're on the hunt for those symbols on the floor. You're looking at your map and you're looking at all of the theming. Now this isn't a spell spot. It's honestly just a themed like area. It's just a themed storefront window. That looks very delicious. So in between each spell, you're walking around, you're looking at all the detail and really soaking in how beautifully themed this land is. And it's multi-level. Love the owls in there, even including the owl poop on their little perches. It's always fun too because on this stage you can often see performances going on by witches and wizards singing and performing for us, some of the biggest names in the wizarding world. When you hear that sound going by the way, that is the Hogwarts Express. Look at all of these murals and storefronts. They look amazing. Gringotts Money Exchange is closed for the day, but goblins are still hard at work. Oh, he saw me. Anything that gets me walking around Diagon Alley looking at all of these awesome details, look at all the kinetic energy in there, is going to be a fun activity that I'm going to love. There's even a museum of Muggle curiosities. Let's see, what are Muggles curious about? Oh, all the typical mundane things. In case you were looking for the hidden spell or Wingardium Leviosa, they're over here in this corner at Scribulus, right next to the pram parking. And with that, Diagon Alley is closed for the day at 5 p.m. There's early hours right now on weekdays. Make sure you check the website. But we conquered it. Back out into the Muggle world. Way. And with that, I think I had about 4 hours, maybe a little bit over 4 hours when I started today with the quest, the challenge of doing every single spell in Diagon Alley, including the hidden ones. Pretty sure I got to them all. If there are any hidden ones that I didn't get to that you know about, please let me know in the comments and I'll come back and get them next time. The next challenge on the agenda will be every spell over at Hogsmeade at Islands of Adventure. In case you don't know, Universal Orlando Resort has 2 parks, Universal Studios Florida, this park that houses Diagon Alley, and Islands of Adventure that houses Hogsmeade, which was the first park of the Wizarding World of Harry Potter parks to open here at Universal. They're connected by way of the Hogwarts Express, which I've shown in previous videos before, and I will show in future videos. And you can travel between the 2 parks as long as you have the Park Hopper option on your ticket or annual pass, which I do. I chose today to focus solely on Diagon Alley because it is a beast in and of itself, and honestly, Diagon Alley is my favorite of the 2 portions of Wizarding World of Harry Potter. But what I'm hoping is that on our next visit, when we go over to Hogsmeade, that I can find a little more love for that area as we're searching around for spells and hidden spells. Sometimes doing activities like this, like scavenger hunt type of activities with a little magic touch, help you to appreciate an area more because you're exploring around and looking at things you might not normally spend that much time looking at. It was a very magical day, and I thank you all for joining me and hope that you enjoyed your magical lesson today. I know I did. There's tons of fun Universal adventures coming up, Florida and anywhere else that I travel. I'll bring you guys along for the ride, so make sure you stay tuned and please subscribe if you're new to join the fun. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I'm sending you all a ton of love and comfort and positive vibes right now. I'll see you for the next video, and until then, as always, stay magical and stay enthused. Bye!